Year 4. This video is for the children who have the Year 4 Maths booklet. Today is Thursday the 24th of February and your learning question for today is, can I develop my understanding of money? So we are still looking at measurements. We're looking at money. So money is an example of a measurement. It's a measurement of a cost or the value of how much something is. So when we go into the shop, if something is worth £2.50, the value of that item would be £2.50, okay? So before we start, I just want to see how well we know, or how many we know of the coins that we use when we go to the shop. Now, we don't really use coins at the moment. A lot of people are paying by a card, by using a card, but we still do use coins to pay for things. So I've got 8 different coins. They are all worth a different value. I would like you, for your warm-up, to write down the value of each of these coins. So how much are these coins worth? Can you write it down for me, please? Just want to see how much we can remember about money, okay? So you've got a number of problem-solving questions for today's lesson. Now, our measure is pence and pounds, okay? If you have £1.50 or £1.50, you would not write the pound sign and then the pence sign afterwards. You would just write the pound sign at the front, okay? So if there is a pound before the pence, you don't need to write the small p after your value, okay, as your value at the end. You just need to write your pound sign. But you need to make sure that you are writing your values in your answers, because how will I know what the value is being measured in? Okay, it could be donkeys for all I know. So make sure that you write your values in for me. So the symbols that we use to show our values are measures, okay? So for question 1, you need to solve these problems. Now I've broken down A for you, and I've shown you how I would answer it. I've even got an array to help you. If that's what you need, that's fine. If you do have money in the house still, if you have coins in the house, use them. Use those coins to help you, okay? If you've got physical things in the house to help you to develop your understanding of money, use them because they will help, okay? So for question A, it's asking me how many 5p coins have the same value as a £1 coin. So I've got a £1 coin here, and then I've got a lot of 5p's. So I've written, this image shows that £1 is the same as 20 5p coins, because I've drawn the equivalent of each coin for the value. So they're the same, they equal the same amount. But in order to make £1, I would need to multiply 5 by 20, which will give me the answer 100, because I know that there are 100 pennies in a pound, and in order to get to a pound, I would have to multiply 5 by a certain number to get my answer. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. So I know for this answer that I would need 100 5p coins, okay? So you're going to have a go at the rest of those questions for 1 yourself, okay? So you're going to have a go at them. I suggest using money to help you to break down the answer, so you can do your representations like I did with the picture, okay? If you don't have money, I'm sure there's different things online that you can find where there's coins, different games online where you can use the coins. So if you could do that, that might help you. Question 2 is asking you to solve these problems and write the answer in words. So it doesn't want the numbers, it wants words. So you need to spell out your answer, okay? So A is asking you, by how much is 29p more than 14p? So when we look at something that is more than, we know it's going to be subtraction, okay? Now you always need to subtract the largest number away from the smallest, because you would have a negative number if you did the smallest take away the largest. And we aren't looking at negative numbers. We want to see how much difference is between 29 and 14p. So you would need to subtract 29 from 14 to get your answer. You then need to write your answer in words. So you would write, instead of a P sign, you would actually write the word pence. Okay, so I do not want to see the P sign, I want to see the spelling of the word pence. B is asking you to work out half of 30 and then add £4 to your answer. Now we know that a half is the same as dividing by 2. Okay, so you would need to do 30 divided by 2. So how many times does the number 2 go into 30? How many 2's can you fit into 30? And then you add whatever that answer is to 4, and then you will write the word pounds, Pounds, obviously a lot neater than me. So you write the word pounds after your answer. Remember, it needs to be in words, okay? Question 3. Now I'm showing you how to break down the answer, how to break down the question and how I would answer it, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm giving you clues as to how to break your questions down into steps that you can easily answer the question to, because some of you have been struggling on some of the questions recently. So I've been trying to break it down so it's a little bit easier for you, so you can understand why we do what we do when we try to find the answer to the question. So question 3 again wants you to work out the answer. So it's just getting you used to using pence and pounds and to use multiplication and division when you use money, okay? So a quarter of Bill's money is 18p. Find 3/4 of his money. So I already know in my head that 1/4 is 18. Therefore, I know that 3/4, I would need to multiply 18 by 3, because I already know what 1/4 is. So if I have a piece of pie, and I split it into 4, all 4 of them are going to have the number 18 in them. So what I would do is add 18 3 times, or multiply it by 3, because we already know what 1/4 is, okay? And that will give you your answer. I would check that with a calculator if you are going to use addition. Just to make sure that you are doubly certain, and you need to write down the measure at the end. Is it pence or is it pounds? Can you convert it from pence to pounds if it needs converting? If it's a number greater than 100, then it'll need to be converted into pounds, okay? B is asking you, what is the cost of 5 raffle tickets priced at 55p each? So I know straight away I need to do 55 times by 5, okay? So that's very simple, very easy, 55 times by 5. If you need to use column multiplication to help you, do it, okay? And then after you've got your answer, I would double check by using a calculator, just to triple double check to make sure that you are certain that that's the right answer, okay? So moving on to question 4. How much change do you get from £5 if you spend? Now I don't have the values on my screen, but I do have the steps that you need to take in order to work out your answer. Now we have used column method for multiplication before, during lockdown, before Christmas. We have done it, so you do know how to do column multiplication. So I recommend that you use column multiplication for this question to help you. So the steps would be to put the largest number on top, place the digits in the correct column. Now when you place the digits in the correct column, we always need to make sure we write our place value over the top. You need to either show, for this one it'd be subtraction, so you need to show the subtraction sign, and then you need to draw your equal sign with a ruler. Then if you need to, you need to exchange, that's fine. Remember, if there's more on the floor, you need to go next door, and you subtract the top number from the bottom number, okay? In the ones, and then you go to the tens, and then you go to the hundreds, and then the thousands if there is 1,000, okay? If you need to exchange, remember you need to go next door for 10 more. You've got to ask your neighbour, okay? And then at the end, you need to make sure after you've done your subtraction, you add your decimal points, because when you have pounds and pence, you need to include your decimals. I don't know if you've noticed that throughout today's lesson, but you have your decimals and your pound sign. So your pound sign goes at the front and your decimal goes after your pounds. So if you've got £15 and 20 pence, it'll be 15.20 with your pound sign at the front, okay? So try your best with this when you're using column subtraction to help you work out question 4. You were all whizzes at it when we were doing it in school. You've done a fantastic job of it when we revisited it in the workbook during lockdown. So let's see if we can remember how to do column subtraction. Okay, and to round off today's lesson, I have a challenge. Can you tell me how much money is in each purse? I would like to see it in pounds. I would like to see how many pence, how many pounds there are, and then how many pounds and pence, and then how much there is all together with my pounds, my decimal point, and then my pence at the end, okay? You have 2 purses there. I just want you to try your best with it, okay? So your reflection for today is, I found what tricky because. Was there something from today's lesson that you found particularly hard or challenging that you might need more help with? Okay, now we are looking at money again tomorrow. It'll be your last session on money, so we are doing a very quick whistle stop tour on money. So please let me know if there was anything that you were stuck on or anything that you would like more practice on. And as always, please send photographs of your work to the Year 4 email address, and I will try to get back to you if you do have any questions or you need any help at all with your home learning. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.